Okay guys, remember I told you that well, you've seen that camera that I bought. It's a backup camera and I'm using it as a security camera because it's a nice system. Well, I was going to order another camera because you can add up to 4 cameras to this. It comes with one, but you can add up to 4. So I was going to order another camera. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a minute. You know what? I can actually use another whole monitor. Because when I'm back here, and there's somebody out front, now the Ring, I have the Ring doorbell, so that alerts me if somebody walks by, if somebody rings the bell. But sometimes when I'm back here, with all the crap that I got going on, sometimes it takes a while for it to come up. So I figure, you know what, and even if the UPS is bringing something to the door, that doesn't necessarily mean a signature, but a delivery where they just leave it on the porch, you know, and things like that. I hear the Ring go off, but I also hear that go off if anything large drives by because of the way my property is situated. So I said, you know what, it wouldn't be bad to have another monitor out here. You know, and I can watch both the camera that I'm going to hook up now and the one on the house from in here as well as in the house. So I said, okay, so I'm going to buy another one. So I bought another whole system. Now, I may be jumping the gun at this point by buying 2 of them so quick together without really trying to figure out or test. But I like what I see, so what the hell. Like I say, $199, but they got this little coupon deal there so that you actually pick it up for $179. And I think it was free shipping. And that's it. So, but basically, there's the camera. This is a little sun shield, so you can adjust it so that you don't get a lot of glare, you know, from any overhead or something like that, which is nice. And it's all adjustable. You know, so it's not a bad little option, actually. It's pretty good. Actually, that shield will go more if I wanted to, but then I'd be covering. So, but anyway, that's the shield. And the monitor, believe it or not, is just as clear as what you see with the picture. I mean, it's really a decent monitor for the money. I was really surprised just how well the monitor is. And again, it comes with 2 brackets. And it comes with this little visor. Again, this is actually made for a vehicle. So because of that, you know, that's what it is. And if you've got a big rig and you hook up like 3 or 4 cameras, you basically got 360-degree coverage on your monitor within the cab, which is a good idea. So now what I did was I wanted to see just how it was going to work with a split screen to see if it was still going to be big enough. So I did a split screen on the one that I have and without the camera, so it was just a small screen and a black, and it worked fine. So I have it approximately in the house. It's approximately a little bit more than an arm's length from me. So at that point it seems to be fine. And you can set it up to mirror image, flip, flop, light, dark, volume high or low, contrast. It has all the little bells and whistle features that would go along with any halfway decent monitor. All the weather seals and everything. It's not a bad little system. It really isn't. Now the only thing is, because it is made for 12 volt, if you haven't got 12 volt, well then you got an issue. Now in the shop here I have 12 volts. So it's not too big of a problem here. In the house I didn't have 12 volts. Now I could have hooked up a small power supply, but instead I just went through my little box of transformers and I had them. Now the one I'm using on the monitor is a 500 milliamp And the one I'm using on the camera is also a 500 milliamp. Okay, let's see if I can get this going without all this camera not functioning here. Meaning the autofocus. I see there's a lot of light behind me. And excuse me, I just got it hooked up with alligator clips right now. I'll try to keep the glare off it and try to keep it where we're at. Now, we're looking out the driveway. The other camera is up here in the corner looking down this way. This one's looking out. However, I've got to flip the picture. Now I got to remember where the hell it was. Mirror. I think that was it. Let's go to this one. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, now the picture's flipped. Alright, so that's what we got there so far. So far. So I can see right down this side of the vehicle, and over here is the other camera looking down this way, which you guys seen that. Now the other camera that's out there now, I should be able to wire it, not even wire it, sync it right in. It may already be synced in. I don't know. There's a button in the back of this thing to hit for syncing. But again, I'm not totally familiar with the system yet as far as cameras and things. So, split 50-50? I don't know. I guess that didn't work. Let's try this again. No. Okay, so what do I hit here? I gotta hit something. I guess I'm gonna have to read the book. Here's the menu. Auto scan. I don't know what that'll do. The other camera may not be hooked up. I don't know. Channel 1. Channel 2. Let's see what channel 2 is doing here. Channel 2 is on, apparently. And, okay. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to read the book. No, I want that one on. So what do I do? Come on. Boom, boom. I was done on auto scan. Okay, I want this one on. There, okay. So it's on. I think. Reading the book would definitely be a thing to do at this point. Here's the pairing down here. I wonder if that has anything to do with this. Let's see. Now I don't know if it has to be paired or not has to be paired. I don't know for sure. Now the camera's supposed to be good between the cameras and the monitor up to 120 meters, which is actually pretty good at this point. Now even with the up to, you follow me? Yeah, I'm nowhere near that right now, but at that point, get your side. Let's get rid of this thing. There we go. I already put the book away on this one. It's up there. Okay, so all we did was sync the camera that we already have on there. Alright. So I'm going to play with the one in the house. Because we know both cameras are working. This one works on this one. This one works on that one. I want the one in the house to be able to see both cameras. Now I don't care if this one doesn't see the one looking down the cars, because this is the only picture that I always care that I'd like to see at this point. Okay, so that's where we're at. Alright, so at that point we'll see what happens. So I'm going to turn that off for now. I'm going to turn off the power. I'm going to get this wire up so I don't trip over it and wreck everything. And I'm going to call it a day. Whoop. A day. Now, like I say, these are actually backup cameras for big trucks. They don't come wired for or any adapters to be used for the house. So you're going to need those little 12-volt transformers. Cut the ends off, splice them together as if you were wiring it into the car. And making sure that you know what end is what. So you put a meter on it to make sure, because you don't want to cross them. And you're going to want 12 volts at least 500 milliamp. Yeah, 1 amp would be nice, 1.5 amp. 500 milliamp I think would probably be okay. The amperage may hurt you a little bit if you haven't got enough amperage on it for the distance. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with the particular system other than what I've played with it for the last 2 days. Alright, the first one, what's today? I got the first one in a week ago today. The other one came in last Saturday. No, the other one came in last Sunday. Alright, and this one came in today. Alright guys, so that's it. Like I say, it looks like a great system for a backup camera, because you put one on the front and on the two sides and you got 360. However, I mean, that screen is really not going to just fit in any vehicle. So if you have room for it though, it's a nice piece, even just for backup, you know, or even as a dash cam, because you put an SD card in it. And mine's been records. I get about, well, let me see, what's today? Saturday? Yesterday? Thursday. I hooked it up Sunday, and Thursday the card was full because I didn't have it so it lapped over. I had it so that it would fill up and stop. I wanted to see just how long it took. So Thursday night it was full, and that was a 32. So I know I'm good for at least 4 days on a 32. Now I set it up again. I changed it now so that when it gets full it starts to record over itself, you know, because I really don't want to have to keep changing it. So, and it records 10-minute segments. So I got to put a card in this one, which I know I've got a half a dozen of them laying around someplace. But for now, let me read the book, find out more about it, and I'll catch you guys later.